Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.
What's up, Indianapolis? It is Saturday night, and that means it's time for another episode of Real Scene TV.
We are back on the couch in our studios at the 247 Sky Bar, and we have a great show for you tonight.
And it's November, so you know what that means.
No Shave November.
No Shave November. We always focus on women's health, but not so much on men's health. John, are you going to participate?
I think this is probably as far as I'm going to get. I don't think I can pull off the Bear Grylls, bushy guy kind of beard, but I think I'm going to keep it about this length.
Yeah, you should. I like that.
You like that?
I like it. Ladies, don't you think John looks hot with the little fuzz he's got going on there?
Well, if you do, feel free to comment on our Facebook page, but let's see what's coming up tonight.
All that, plus your chance to win tickets to Shaggy at the Vogue on November 15th.
Real Scene TV starts now.
Closed captioning brought to you by Pearl Street Pizzeria and Pub. Handmade pizzas, sandwiches, and salads using the best ingredients. Great local brews on tap for every palate. Cozy dining in the heart of downtown.
The Heartland Film Festival gives its moviegoers access to more than 100 visiting independent filmmakers from all over the world, right in the heart of the Midwest, each October. Heartland showcases more than 130 entertaining movies that do more than just entertain. Over 10 days of red carpet premieres and events, parties, and hundreds of film screenings across Indianapolis.
Finest recording stars in the country.
Well, we're really proud of him, everything.
The record he's got out, which I guess is one of the biggest records he's ever had, called Rhinestone Cowboy. Somebody told me is on the way to selling 2 million copies of one record.
The entertainer of the year was Glenn Campbell.
Growing up across the world, Glenn Campbell showed me what country music was.
Glenn Campbell has been making music history for decades, and he still is. He took country music to new heights and became a global superstar.
He was the first singer to win in both country and contemporary categories in the same year.
You remind me a lot of your mother when she was your age. She was a natural talent, too. I'd give anything to hear her sing to me again.
I'm telling you, JT, them delinquents of yours have been trespassing on my property.
You know what? I'm getting in the car right now, and I am coming to get her. No, I do not want to talk to him, Casey.
Young Dylan Stark, age 16, charged with several petty crimes. There's just one count of grand theft auto.
Oh, you got the wrong guy.
What happened to you?
A hard night. What about you?
You know, if you want to make a difference in your daughter's life, why don't you forget the checks and start showing up and sticking around for a change?
Well, how about I start right now?
Tu vois cette empreinte? C'est pas un loup, ça. C'est la bête.
La petite canaille, t'as pas vu la bête? Elle rôde dans le coin.
Comme ça.
C'est pour ton bien, Sébastien.
Non, c'est mon ami.
The Heartland Film Festival has earned the special designation of being a qualifying festival for the annual Academy Awards within the short film category. This is a big achievement for the Indianapolis-based organization. You can find out more information about Heartland Film by taking a look at the website. Experience Indianapolis and discover the lifestyle of one of Indy's coolest and most historic areas. Head over to Fountain Square, the home of Heartland, and check out this funky, artsy community.
Just southeast of downtown, this funky Indianapolis neighborhood has vintage and antique shops, a world of restaurants, working artists, vibrant art scene, live music, and performance. You will find one-of-a-kind stores that sell beads, yarn, home decor, couture, and so much more. Ginger & Company at the Trendy Biz on Fletcher can give you a quick polish, shine, and massage as you head into Fountain Square before you stop to spin a few yarns with the ladies at Mass Ave Knitting.
We specialize in natural fibers. We have silks, cashmeres, merino wool, hundreds of different types of yarn, hundreds of different types of buttons. We've got a large table with lots of chairs. Just come on in and hang out with us.
My Muse invokes inspiration with couture, accessories, and wearable art. Seafood and beignets, or aiolis and soups, beast po' boy or pure eatery. Either way, Fountain Square is the destination to grab delectable, generously proportioned, and sensibly priced food. Heirloom Classics is a great place to string together memories of your trip to Fountain Square.
We are unique because we have beads from all over the world. I want you to be able to come in here and find something that you've never seen before.
Make sure you ask to see the pattern designed just for the Circle City. Heirloom is just down the road from Funkyard Cafe, a heartwarming cubby where art meets coffee and friends gather.
And our espresso milkshake is to die for. Once you have one, you're going to come back over and over again.
Wally wasn't lying when he said that his wife had the best recipes in town, and he built a house in Fountain Square to feature their crisp take on English fare.
The batter we use is my girlfriend's father's recipe, straight from Liverpool. The fish stays crunchy.
Visit Fountain Square any time of the day or night and find out why this neighborhood is anything but square.
Food, fun, and drinks. Real Scene TV takes you inside the hottest spots of Indianapolis. There aren't enough adjectives for excellent to describe this next spot, but it is one of the best in town.
If you're from out of town, or you're trying to get a little bit of that London flair, that UK flair that you had when you were traveling overseas, you gotta come to the Red Lion Grog House.
I actually grew up here in Fountain Square, a couple blocks from where the Red Lion's at right now, over on Pleasant Street. And it's really cool from my point of view to be here 30 years later to actually have a restaurant in this area.
So you're coming to get fish and chips, you're coming to get that comfort food. What are you gonna use to wash it down with?
Definitely one of our beers. We got beer from everywhere, from England, Belgium, France, Spain. Then we got 12 different draft beers, which we focus heavily on local beers. Fountain Square Brewing, Triton Brewing, Sun King, New Day Meadery around the corner. We like to focus heavy on micro beer instead of macro beer. I mean, we do have some domestics here, Coors Light, Bud Light, but you won't see
Please the masses, but what you want to do is focus that local approach, which I think is really what you're doing here anyways, being at Fountain Square with your family recipes coming to the Red Lion Grog House, and then you have all this local beer.
Yes.
So it's a great place to actually get that Indiana flair,
absolutely,
your UK flair. It's like you're combining your two worlds.
Yes.
Tonight we're going to be making a Mary Reed, which is one of our signature drinks. It's going to be Harrison Bourbon. It's an Indiana bourbon made right here in Indiana. A little bit of lime juice and ginger beer. So nice, light, refreshing, really good. Yeah, it's not
very
that
light.
drink. Yeah.
I mean, I could actually drink this for a whole night. We have the traditional fish and chips with slaw, the Scottish eggs with that special dipping sauce he was talking about, and then we have beef Wellington, which is a 9-ounce sirloin cooked medium with a very delicious mushroom Dijon sauce over top of it, and then they bake it in this delicious pastry puff.
I just like the neighborhood feel, and we just kind of walk down here and we just love coming in to eat.
Yeah, I'm having a Mad Hatter from the New Holland Brewing Company of Michigan. Very good. That's tonight's special.
Chicken and chips.
Yeah.
And how was it?
Oh, it was awesome. The teriyaki is really good, and they have apple curry. It's like totally different.
And where are you from in England?
I'm from Nottingham. You know it's the national dish of England, don't you?
Yes.
It's all we ever drink and eat is fish and chips, so it was a no-brainer. It's got to be the batter. It's got to be very, very light and fresh, and it's exactly right. The cod is perfect. The chips are perfect.
The batter is just so good, and they bring it out so hot and fresh. It's really good.
That's what I keep hearing. The batter's
Yeah.
pretty incredible. In fact, I just talked to a guy who lives in England, and he said that they get it just right. They get the batter perfectly.
Well, it's the best. I always come back here for it.
Everybody loves the fish and chips.
It's their best item.
You kind of can't go wrong with the fish and chips.
Best fish and chips I've ever had.
Oh, this is my first time here, and the atmosphere is great. It's buzzing, it's full, the food's great, service is great. I'll be back.
If you're looking for a fun, comfortable atmosphere, if you enjoy sustainable food produced by local venues for beer, meat. Ooh, is that my elephant ear? Besides the massive elephant ears that you're gonna get for dessert, there are plenty of other reasons why you're gonna like the Red Lion Grog House.
Coming up, we take you to Indy's biggest block party of the year.
An organization that opens doors through adult literacy. Don't go anywhere.
Equipment for RSTV provided in part by Roberts Everything Photo, Everything Imaging.
1955. During the height of racial tension that divided the country, 14-year-old Emmett Till traveled from Chicago to Money, Mississippi to visit family. It was here that Emmett was brutally murdered for allegedly whistling at a white woman. His killers acquitted, and thus the Civil Rights Movement was born. Now, 60 years later, when the unfortunate events of today mirror Till's death, I am bringing the life, murder, and legacy of Emmett Till to the stage. Come and see me as Emmett's mother, Mamie Till, in An American Lynching, The Emmett Till Story, at Tilt Studio, located on the 4th floor of Circle Center Mall. There are 3 shows left, November 9th, November 14th, and November 16th. Tickets are $15. Go to the link at the bottom of your screen for ticket purchases and show times. You do not want to miss this powerful performance.
You won't be able to get enough of the bangers and mash. Sausages, roasted garlic mashed potatoes, and beef stock reduction. Red Lion Grog House, this side of the pond.
The Indiana Pacers and their new neighbor, Indy Star, threw a party to celebrate the opening of the Star's new state-of-the-art building and the Pacers' regular season opener. Boomer, Endless Summer Band, and food and free stuff. The perfect way to launch the season.
Are you ready for opening day?
For the Pacers block party. Are you going to the game tonight?
Yeah, I am.
Are you excited about this season?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to see what they're going to do. They got a lot of adversity, see if they can overcome it.
All right, predictions for this year. What's it going to be?
I'm saying they finish 4th in the conference, make some noise first round, kind of stumble in the second round playoffs.
I think it's pretty good, man. I think they got a good chance, even though we got to get our people back. So only person starting right now, I think, is Hibbert. So we got to get our starters back on there, so I think it'll be good, though.
Getting our starters is pretty key. How about you, buddy?
Same thing, but you know what? I'm a ride and die fan, so wherever the season goes, I'm going with it.
So you're here for the block party. Are you going to the game?
I am. I'm going to the game to see the Pacers.
All right, so what do you think the season's going to be for us?
Roy Hibbert is the only starter from last year for this year, so this year will be a difficult year, and the Pacers will get a lottery pick.
I love it so much.
You love the Pacers so much?
Yes.
Yeah, you going to the game tonight?
Yes.
Yeah? How about your big brother?
I love the Pacers.
Yeah, who's your favorite player?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you have a favorite player?
Yes, everybody.
Everybody's your favorite player. So you guys clearly just came from the block party. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Yes, what was your favorite part?
Like doing like painting and balloons.
Face painting and balloons. Looks like you guys got a couple of that. Basketball's your favorite?
Yeah.
That sounds about festive. How about Mom?
I'm excited to get in the game and watch Roy, and I know we got some injured people, but I'm excited to see the game. So.
Where are you guys sitting? You said, Roy, you got 55.
55.
Are you guys excited about Area 55? Awesome. Well, what do you guys think for this coming season? What's your prediction?
I think they're going to win every game.
We're going to take everything home. Every game we're going to win.
Everything home?
Because
We're going to take everything home.
We from Indiana, and we run this. We do this. Ain't that right? Woo!
It looks like you're a fan of Boomer here. Do you like Boomer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a high five, Elijah? High five? Yeah!
We lost one guy. We have a lot of good players. We'll be fine.
Who are you guys most excited to see play tonight?
Copeland, yeah.
Copeland? Why Copeland?
Well, with everybody hurt, we hope he comes off the bench and does a good job.
High five! High five! Yes! Enjoy the game! Enjoy the game! Yes! Yes! Keep up with the Pacers by following them on Twitter or going to their webpage. So obviously this is celebrating the beginning of our season, a little bit different from last year. Rashida, what are your thoughts on this upcoming season?
I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see how they're going to fare without, Lance Stevenson and Paul George. I like Lance Stevenson.
Did you? You were kind of heartbroken about him leaving?
I was, and probably for the wrong reasons. I think his antics are pretty funny.
He did end up getting a
But
lot
he's
of
a great
media
player.
attention. He is a great player, and I think he did get a lot of publicity, good or bad for the Pacers.
Right.
So I'm excited to watch them this season
Me
and
too.
see kind of what our bench can do and how our leadership can lead the team.
Bring us a championship,
We
guys.
want a championship.
I'm Nikki from WZPL. You're watching Real Scene TV on WTHR.
Indy Reads is a not-for-profit organization that relies on volunteers to provide basic literacy tutoring to illiterate and semi-illiterate adults. They believe that everyone should have an opportunity to learn to read, and their goal is to make Indianapolis 100% literate.
How did the idea of Indy Reads come about?
Well, the bookstore, Indy Reads Books, is part of the Indy Reads organization. And so Indy Reads is a not-for-profit. We provide free tutoring to adults struggling with reading and writing. We serve all of Central Indiana. And the bookstore was opened up about 2 years ago to help support the work we do in promoting literacy. So all the proceeds from the bookstore help to support Indy Reads and the work that we do in providing that free tutoring. And we've got a great bookstore here, the only one in downtown Indianapolis. Lots of used books, inexpensive books for kids, as well as new books as well. It's all types of books. It's a general bookstore.
How is it your volunteers reach your students?
So we have right now over 600 active volunteers.
Wow.
And they are working with our students, whether it's one-on-one tutoring or programs we do through community centers or GED classes or through the jails. And some of them meet many times a week, some meet just every now and then. But we have some great volunteers working with our students.
Folks, some of our viewers maybe are struggling with reading or know someone that is. How would they get involved? And then the people that want to maybe help volunteer or donate, how do they get involved?
Sure, the best thing is probably just check out our website,
Okay.
indyreads.org. We've also got lots of information here at the bookstore at Indy Reads Books. People can also call 275-4040 and find out about either signing up for an orientation to be a volunteer or get more information for if they're interested in being a student.
In addition to volunteering and donating, there's an actual, with the bookstore, a kind of a tangible way that folks can benefit and help out Indy Reads, as you said. And now you've actually taken a next step in having your first publication, Indy Writes.
We are so excited about this.
That is awesome. So how did that come about?
The book that we have, Indy Writes Books, which will be released on November 25th, features 29 authors who've all been in some way a part of the bookstore. They've read here, they've been supporters of the store, and all types of stuff. We've got poets and puzzles and nonfiction and fiction and memoirs, historical pieces, and all of the works in some way relate back to either literacy, books, bookstores, or reading. So it's a really fun book lovers anthology.
So now sitting here with one of the authors in the publication of Indy Writes, John David Anderson. These are actually a couple of his books, and it looks like that you kind of cater toward the middle school age.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one in the collection that actually has that sort of middle grade feel.
Sure.
Which is fine, because us middle grade authors, not only do we write to the sort of 8 to 14, but also to our grandmothers and their mothers and fathers and the librarians, and we try to hit everybody.
Sure.
So I think the idea behind the book and getting all these different authors with all these different perspectives and all the different contributions and so many different genres, really there's going to be something in there that appeals to everybody, and I'm just glad I could represent, sort of the younger crowd.
Why were you wanting to be part of this publication?
Well, when Travis asked me if I wanted to be part of this, undertaking with all these great authors, it had sort of two benefits to it. Number one, the idea that I could be just a part of a greater artistic experience, right?
Sure.
But at the same time that we could be part of this this movement towards increasing adult literacy in Indiana.
That's fantastic. And again, it comes out November 25th, so perfect for getting for your families for Christmas gifts and so forth. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Indy Writes Books is an anthology of some of the wonderful and generous authors who have been a big part of the first 2 years of Indy Reads Books. Indy Reads is taking pre-orders for the book, and it will be released November 25th. We still have tickets to give away after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Clothing for Real Scene TV, brought to you by Plato's Closet. Visit us on East 96th Street in Fishers.
Thank you so much for watching Indianapolis. We had a great show tonight.
Indeed we did, but we still have one more order of business. We got to give away those tickets to see Shaggy at the Vogue on November the 15th. To win, just go to our Facebook page and post a mustache selfie. It's No Shave November, right?
No Shave November.
We want to see your mustaches. It can be a drawn-on mustache. But we want to see those, and of course, as always, we will pick a winner at random. We'll be back in 2 weeks here on the couch in our studios at the 247 Sky Bar.
We look forward to seeing you all then.
Good night.
To illiterate it. Hey, how you doing?
It wasn't me. It
wasn't me.
On the sofa.
Wasn't me. She even caught me on camera.
Honey came in and she caught me red naked. On the bathroom floor. Picture this sleep of red naked.
Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.